Right, so it is sweltering in the UK still on Friday, the 26th of June, but that is not what this video is about. I'm just saying that it is fucking boiling. The US Darts Masters is going on. Who cares? Well, not me, because it's the US Darts Masters one. Again, we've went through this World Series events. They're dead many times now. Pointless, pointless, pointless. And once again, I didn't stay up watching it because who is staying up watching this until like 3 o'clock, half 2, 3 o'clock at night? Like, fuck that. I mean, I'm not staying up to watch any of the World Cup games that are on because I don't give a fuck about that. So I'm definitely not going to stay up to watch the US Darts Masters. But again, we should be improved right about this US Darts Masters. The World Series events being shit and the fact that they need to go already. Get rid of them. Alright, so yesterday was round one. Van Vine beat Freddy Krueger. Yep, that's his name. 6-1. Or Fred Krueger. Price beat someone named Hall. Again, I've not heard of half of these USA Canada players. 6-4. Wade beat Adam Savada, which I've heard of. 6-3. This is the thing as well. Josh Rock lost 6-4 to Jim Long, and I saw it. Saw it uploaded on PDC's thing on PDC's YouTube channel. Massive upset. Like, if it's a massive upset that one player out of the 8 that are representing the USA, even though he's not from the USA, representing the the host nations of their representatives, whatever it is, then there's a problem, isn't there? 1 out of the 8 have won, and we're supposed to go, whoa, he's done it. Like, oh my god. Yeah, well done. Jeez, isn't this the point in this event? But anyway, getting on, back to the standard. Little Ed beat David Cameron 6-4. Honest to God, he'd probably have more luck if the former Prime Minister showing up to play in place of him. Anyway, Humphreys beat Leonard Gates 6-1 again. Boring, boring, boring. Clayton, that ballon, beat someone named Mawson 6-2. And Bunting beat Alex Spellman 6-2. So as I said, one upset, quote unquote. Jim Long beating Josh Rock. That's it. I mean, again, these events are so dead, it is unreal. Right, we go on to today's quote unquote. It's actually tomorrow morning, Saturday morning. The first match is at 1:45 in the morning. Who's staying up to watch this? Nobody should, but you have some idiots that are wasting the time. 1:45 in the morning. Littler Jim Long again. Is it 6-1 Littler? Jim Long, not a chance. I mean, would I don't even like Jim Long, but would I want him to go on and win the whole thing? Yeah, because it's actually something different happening in these World Series events once. The bloody World Series representative actually doing something. Will he win it though? No, he won't. Oh, we all know he won't win it. We all know he won't win it. Why am I even saying it? We all know he'll get destroyed by a little 6-0 or 6-1, 6-2 maximum. And even if he won, he'd still lose in the semis or final. Price Wade, I'll go 6-4 Wade. Humphreys Bunting, because I hate Humphreys 6-5 Bunting. Jan Van Veen, Johnny Clayton, same reason why I'm just said Bunting to win. Jan Van Veen 6-4 because Clayton's a dick. That would make the semi-finals Littler Wade, and because it's Wade, not boring. Littler, obviously Littler's not boring, but you see him winning everything, so fuck that. I don't want to see him win the US Darts Masters. Wade 7-5, and then that'll make the other semi Bunting versus Yaman Vane. Yaman Vane 7-3. That'll make the final Wade Yaman Vane, and I will go Wade 8-3. Fuck it. Because I don't really care. That's the US Darts Masters done. As I said, I don't even know why I bothered making this video to begin with. I mean, it's utter tripe. Who cares who wins this thing? They've got to get rid of him. Oh, they've got to get rid of these events. Honest to God. Alright. I'm trying to refresh this page to see the next event after this one, but it's not working. That's another thing as well, guys. When I say guys, I mean PDC. Can you change your website back? Like, you search at PDC tournaments. You've made it worse since you've changed it. It lags more every single time you go on it. There's an ad. Like, oh. You've actually made it harder and more annoying to navigate it. You pricks. Alright, anyway, after this, we've got Player Championship 23 on Monday, the 6th of July. So this is it for like 10 solid days. And then you got Player Championship 24 on the Tuesday. You got the Euro Tour on that Friday, the July 10th to July 12th. And then you got the World Matchplay coming. The first. Not the first. What was I? The next massive event in the calendar. It's too hot for this shit. So you got 3 events left to decide who is going to qualify for the match play. And since I'll forget or won't be bothered by the time it comes round, I might as well look at that now in a minute. And obviously, eventually, we've got 2 more of these World Series crappy things to go through. And August still by far remains the most dead month in the darting calendar. You've got 2 World Series events, 2 Player Championships and a Euro Tour. I mean, that's it. The whole month. And guess what? The Player Championship events and the 1 Euro Tour is packed in to the last week of August. So August is so dead. I mean, even the World Series. Fuck, World Series. Anyway, come on. Let's have a look at the match play race, which has got even more dead because it's the same names that are going to qualify. And for some reason, Rob Cross is unfortunately playing well again. And I say unfortunately because I didn't want to qualify because boring same names. Same names as always. So, what we got here? Obviously, he won that Player Championship and he got to the final of the Euro Tour the other week. Whatever it was. Right, so let's have a look. I'm going to flip the camera. So obviously you got your top 16 players that qualified: Little Humphries, Johan Van, Michael Van Gogh, and Johnny Collette, and blah 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 blah. And then on this side you've got your, this is the important one, your like players who are qualifying off the Pro Tour order of merit: Luke Woodhouse, Jermaine Maynard, Dukes, Gilding, Ratajski, Cross, Willie O'Connor, Nico Springer, Neil Zonneveld, Martin Schindler. Anyone basically Joe Cullen and above is basically 99.9% chance confirmed. Unfortunately, again, because that means Joe Cullen's qualified. I mean, honestly, like Daryl Gurney, Cameron Menzies and Heta are the only ones at real risk of falling out. But you say that, there's still $5,000 between Dave Chisholm and Darren Heta. And yeah, that's 1 win on the Euro Tour if you start in the second round. But, yeah. Anyway, this is what I'm saying as well with it. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I do understand how it works. I've been watching for the last 2 years. I know how the system works and all that. But it just like, it sort of, when you look at stuff like this, you think there's no way this system works. Because how on earth are you telling me that Dave Chisnell is ahead of Kim Ibrex in these rankings in the match play race? Like, there's no way it seems plausible. Like, Kim Ibrex is playing way better than Dave Chisnell is. Like, Dave Chisnell is playing terribly, and yet he could still make it. I mean, he's right there. Literally. And again, another one. Like, I know he's all the way down at 22, but I mean, what's Fiensta done? I think he's made a couple of quarterfinals on the Pro Tour, 1 Euro Tour quarterfinal. He's not had any real deep runs. I mean, no, let's just check the Grand Prix while we're at it. And there again, I mean, Dave Chisholm's actually in. Dave Chisholm is actually in that. I just hope to God either Bo Greaves doesn't qualify or what, because you'll never hear the God's end of it. If you know, people keep claiming about this Bo Greaves, like, it doesn't matter that she's a woman and all that. If it doesn't matter that she's a woman, why are we mentioning it? We're not mentioning the fact that, say, oh, well, there would actually, if Christo Reyes qualified, that would be going on about the fact that he's came back. So, say Sedlacek qualified. No one would bat an eyelid. No one would care. You know, no one other than Sedlacek and all his family and his mates, right? Anyone in his circle wouldn't be really that bothered that Sedlacek's made it. If Bo Greaves made it on the other hand, the whole world would have to know. Oh, look, she's made it. She's qualified. Yeah, it's great and all that. First one's qualified. But listen, what I'm saying is, you know, have you got these pricks like Chris Mason and all that, those dickheads in the pundit saying, oh, it doesn't matter that she's a woman, you know, it doesn't matter that she's a woman, just doesn't matter. Why does it have to be mentioned then? If it really doesn't matter, don't mention it. Yeah, great, just another qualifier. No person that's qualified off the Pro Tour order, mate. Good. And even if she does get there, and whoever else gets there, you know for a fact that you're gonna lose 2-0 in sets in the first game anyway. So yeah. Also qualify for a Euro Tour while you're at, because you haven't even qualified for one of those yet. Just sort of going on a bit now. The World Championship race. We might as well look at that while we're here. Let's have a look. There's still some big names missing out on this, like Brendan Dolan, Scott Williams. And Scott Williams, by the way, you are at risk of your tour card, mate. If you look at this, you go down here. People go on about Dimitri Vandenberg and that more than likely losing his tour card. Look at that. Scott Williams at 60 and Brendan Dolan projected at 61. And, you know, we've seen it with Simon Whitlock. You're all the way up there, you think, oh, I've still got a buffer of like 4 places. That can easily go. That's going. Like, that is going. Martin Lukeman as well. You made the Grand Slam final 2 years ago. That's why all the money's coming off. Get your act together and he need to sort himself out. But yeah, anyway, and the big one, these, which we can only hope this actually happens come the end of the World Championships. The ranking actually looks like this. Number 20 MVG. Can only hope that pompous ballend ends up down there. Because he's a prick. He's defending the World Final and the Matchplay Final. And obviously some other shit as well. So, yeah, hopefully he does end up all the way down there and keep stumbling. Because he's a ballend. Even if he ended up at rank 50 in the world come this time, like, in a year and a half. Come, like, next year, if he was sitting at 20, come, like, at one point, if he's ranked 50 in the world, you know for a fact he's still going in the Premier League because he's Michael Van Gerwen. Sort the Premier League out already. This is just going on now. It's everything. The whole system needs a revamp, because how the fuck is you telling me that Dave Chisnell is higher up in this order of merit than Kim Ibrex? I'm done.